Biafra will come. You either allow us to go in peace or you are going to remain pieces and Biafra will still go. And you see this thing we are asking now, that you must recognize the Biafra referendum. It is going to end in the round table when the stupid and foolish ones have died in Biafra land. Many of those terrorists they are sending, they are going to die, all of them in Biafra land. You cannot just come to kill us and we watch you and fold our arms to watch you kill our women and children. It's not possible.
Only one, under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon Ekpa. And we can pray. Once he has that communication, Biafrans, we understand that Obato Obie does not take no crap from nobody. No matter who you are, you must respect that authority. That authority is the only thing that can protect all of us.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing program wherever you are watching from. I urge you to please kindly like and share to all platforms, share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you. This is the time for radical evangelism. Let us continue to push this message across to the whole world. You are all welcome to this very platform, a platform that belongs to the United States of Biafra under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, under the command and control of the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. As you are seated, please watch closely to this very platform, and every information we disseminate are exactly and correct. Informations coming directly from the office of the United States of Biafra. Please watch closely and listen. We are going to present to you a very outstanding speech that was made by the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, during the fundraising. I want you to pay attention to every single thing she has to say. You are going to learn a lot, and I bet you your life will never remain the same after watching. Let us listen closely to her information, and you'll be glad you did.
There is so much going on behind the scene. And so yes, that's how it is, and we welcome that. The people that knows we've declared right now, many people have come out now to support the full restoration of the United States of America. And they are doing that by using their money, which is what we need to protect ourselves from the reintegrated terrorists sent in by Nigerian government to kill and murder our people, rape our people. We have to continue to protect ourselves. So that is what we have continued to do. I wanted to quick update. Let Biafrans know that Obato Obie is coming out. Just know that Obato Obie is coming out and will soon be with us. We are very, very happy that, and we will just let the process play out. But the Finland government is not the zoo government. Finland is not Kenya. There are differences between what happened to our leader in Kenya and Finland. So Obato Obie is coming out. Is gonna be with us as quickly as possible, and then we will take this to the final line. Just Biafrans, just know that we will just continue to do what we are doing. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the mandates, and that's something briefly I wanted to talk about today to Biafrans. Some of you that have listened to the voice, again, I am not going to address anything anybody does not say about me or about United States of Biafra. That is one promise I give. My target is the Fulani terrorist state, Nigeria, the Tinubu terrorist government, Christopher Musa's terrorist government that reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists to come to our Biafra land and kill us. Christopher Musa, the Nigerian defense chief, was saying that since Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has been restricted by the Finnish government, that there has been peace in Biafra land. That is a lie. That is deceitful. Because the killings that happened in Biafra territory, in the Oshu territory, in different parts of Biafra land, in Ebonyi state, between January 1 and now is so much. So, Christopher, Defense Minister of Nigeria, shame on you. Shame on you to say that since our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, has been restricted, there has been peace in Southeast. Who are you deceiving? Who are you lying to? Why are you lying? Why are you saying that? Who are you trying to please? You know you are not saying the truth. You can only say that to some mediocres that do not know what you are doing behind the scene. You know you have been conducting electrical war for the past 2 years, killing Biafrans. You know you've been doing that. You've been recruiting and rehabilitating terrorists in Nigeria. It is fully documented. The facts are there. And you send them to Southeast Nigeria because the indigenous Nigerians no longer want to join the Nigerian military and police. Christopher Musa, you know that. You know that the indigenous Nigerians, thousands of them have retired from the Nigerian military and from the Nigerian police because you are recruiting terrorists into the Nigerian military. And these are terrorists that turn around and kill indigenous Nigerians that are in the military and police. You know that. You know that is a fact. We have the records. You know that United States of Biafra is an independent state now. But you keep talking about one Nigeria, one state. You know that what you are saying is fraudulent. To any international leader that is listening to you, there is nothing like one Nigeria. Nothing. Biafra is an independent state. Christopher Musa and President Tinubu, you are trying to force us into one Nigeria that is already a failed state, where hundreds of organizations and companies have exited Nigeria, where reintegrated terrorists have taken over almost all the part of northern Nigeria, and indigenous Nigerians are paying taxes to the terrorists. Christopher Musa, why are you lying to the world? Why are you lying to the international community? Why are you doing that? Who are you trying to deceive? The world knows that Nigeria has been declared an Islamic state by Europe without our permission. We are fully Christians. Biafrans are Christians. But the Nigerian terrorist state under Christopher Musa has dragged the whole country into IOC, into an Islamic state. And that man comes out to lie to the world that Nigeria is trying to be a democratic state. Finland is helping Nigeria to restore democracy. Finland, Nigeria is a failed state. There is nothing you can do to restore that failed state because the policies and the programs of the Nigerian government has made Nigeria a failed state. Christopher Musa, you know you are lying when you say that our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is blocking bilateral relationship between Nigeria and Finland. That is a clear false statement. The world is boycotting Nigeria because they know Nigeria is a terrorist state. No sane country will want to enter into any bilateral agreement between them and a country that rehabilitates and reintegrates non-terrorists into their military. That is what Nigeria is doing. The defense chief of Nigeria needs to pass this information to Finland, that Nigeria reintegrates non-terrorists into their military and police. So many countries have left Nigeria. So many businesses, international businesses, have left Nigeria because they know Nigeria is a failed state. So that lie you are trying to propagate for cheap popularity, claiming that you want to maintain peace in the southeastern part of Nigeria, that is lie and that is fraudulent. You are using that to deceive people that do not know the history of Nigeria. It is our responsibility to continue to present the facts to them. In a country where you have two laws, Sharia in the north and then the secular law in the south. Christopher Musa, have you told Finland that Christians that are born in the northern part of Nigeria must live by Sharia rule? If not, you send your men to stone them to death. Example is Deborah. Deborah was stoned to death because she is a Christian. Her family are Christian families living in the northern part of Nigeria where Sharia has been approved by this same Christopher Musa. The poor girl, an undergraduate student, she was just very, very free with expressing herself about Allah, about Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, God bless his soul. And then she was stoned to death. Christopher Musa, did you tell Finland that you operate two laws, one in the north and one in the south? In the same country you are trying to force together to be one Nigeria. Have you told Finland that story? Or you are lying to deceive them? You want to have one Nigeria. But Christians that are Nigerians cannot safely live in the northern part of Nigeria without practicing Sharia law. So why are you lying to the world? Has Christopher Musa told Finland that in the northern part of Nigeria, terrorists have taken over and are collecting taxes from indigenous Nigerians? And Musa is not saying anything. The citizens, the indigenes, they complain. Finland, are you aware of that? That terrorists are collecting taxes from most northern part of Nigeria. Before they go to their farms, before indigenous Nigerians go to their farms in northern part of Nigeria, they have to pay taxes to terrorists. And Christopher Musa approved this. He allowed this to happen. Have you asked him about that? The records are in the public domain. And I'll send it to you if you request that. Did Christopher Musa tell you that? He's telling you about one Nigeria. He's telling you about democracy. Did he tell you that after elections in Nigeria, ballot boxes are snatched in the bush and replaced with ballot papers that favors their own candidate? And the indigenous Nigerians, indigenous Biafran that voted during the election, that have the actual records, when they say, no, this is not what happened, they kill them. Christopher Musa kills them. Finland, did Christopher Musa and President Tinubu tell you this? Or you are going with the lies they tell you? Did I tell you that? about how even this Hope Uzodinma failed the election in the former Imo State. But Christopher Musa and his cabals, they switched the election results and they made somebody who came fourth in the electoral process. This Christopher Musa that is lying to you with Tinubu, they made Hope Uzodinma the governor of Imo State. Bianca Ojukwu, did you tell Finland this story? Did you let them know that is how the electoral process in Nigeria goes? Or you think you can intermittently do this propaganda to silence Biafrans and silence Nigerians? You think you're going to succeed? You know you're not going to succeed, right? So all these atrocities being perpetrated by the Nigerian state. Bianca Ojukwu, did you say that? Did you explain that to Finland ambassador? The killings that are going on in Biafra territory, the one that happened in Hamufu, in Nnamdi Kanu's house, in Headbridge, Onisha, in Aba, Bianca Ojukwu, did you explain these killings of unarmed, innocent Biafrans? Did you explain that to Finland? Did you include that in your report? Or you just want to maintain one Nigeria where you will continue to kill people that do not want to belong to one Nigeria? Did you explain that to them? Where hundreds of innocent Biafrans were massacred on the streets of Aba just because they want to march for Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu wearing white and white. And they were all shot in close range by this defense man, Christopher Musa, and the men that he sent. Bianca Ojukwu, did you explain that to Finland? Or you claim ignorance? You don't know. You just want to maintain one Nigeria. All the innocent Biafrans, that their homes have been burnt down. Our markets, the markets have been burnt down for nothing. Bianca Ojukwu, did you explain that to the Finnish authorities? Or are you not aware of that? Or you think by taking away Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, you are going to make us one Nigeria, already a failed state, where even it was difficult for even Donald Trump to invite Nigeria to the inauguration? The peace summit that was held in Europe a few months ago, Nigeria was never invited. The United Nations Human Rights Committee, Nigeria applied. Nigeria wanted to be part of the voting system. Only 3 people voted for Nigeria. Bianca Ojukwu, are you not aware of that? Don't you know when other countries like Ghana were being voted massively by the international community to be part of countries, developing countries, countries that are making the world a better place? Bianca Ojukwu, didn't you know that Nigeria was rejected as being part of the BRICS committee last year because the South African person that was in charge, the president, said, we want member nations that will make the world a better place. And Nigeria is not one of them. President Tinubu, you're fully aware of that. Bianca Ojukwu, you know that. But you decided to be the scapegoat, right? You wanted to be the tool that will be used. And you think you've succeeded, but I tell you, you failed. That mission that you set out to play, that role you set out to play to continue your dream about one Nigeria, you know is already dead on arrival. You think you succeeded. That is why Christopher Musa, the Nigerian defense minister or chief, was able to go online to say, you wanted to deal with Simon Ekpa. You wanted Simon Ekpa to be repatriated to Nigeria, right? Christopher Musa and Tinubu, that is your dream. It is on public domain. You said that. You planned to take away our prime minister just weeks before our declaration in Finland. Because you and your agents in Biafra land, you think when you remove Simon Ekpa, Biafra will not be declared. Njoku, you know that was your plan, right? And you planned for 2nd December 2024 to be the date for the declaration of the United States of Biafra. You already know what you had in place. And then you got the result, right? So now the United States of Biafra is a sovereign state. So as you are coming to kill our people, we will defend ourselves. We will continue to raise funds to defend ourselves. We want to tell Nigerian state, we have voted. There was a referendum where 50 million of Biafrans have voted that we do not want to be part of Nigeria. Christopher Musa, Tinubu, you cannot make us one Nigeria. That will never happen because we have voted through our self-referendum. And we have voted to exit Nigeria. We have declared our independence. So anything you are talking about one Nigeria, count Biafra out of that. Biafra is led by His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and our leader Nnamdi Kanu. Count us out of your one Nigeria. We are not part of that. The earlier you know that, and you tell the world about that, the better for everyone. On that note, I also want to talk about the Monday sit at home. The Monday sit at home in the whole Biafran land continues. Nobody can stop that. Nobody should tamper with that. The Monday sit at home on itself is a referendum. It is a process to delegitimize Nigeria and legitimize Biafra land. We will continue to do that until Biafra is fully secured. Njoku, did you tell Finland that there is a Monday sit at home conducted by Biafrans for the past 2 years and nobody goes there? Nobody can tamper with that. You, Njoku and Tinubu, you wanted the Monday sit at home to stop, right? Has it stopped? No, because indigenous Biafrans have decided they must continue the Monday sit at home until Biafra is fully restored. We are not Nigeria. We are no longer Nigeria. We have declared our independence. So Biafrans, the Monday sit at home continues. All the state administrators, all the 15 county chairmen, all the ward and all the district chairs ensure that Monday sit at home is fully maintained in your state. Nobody moves. It is a voluntary thing we want to do. We, Biafrans, have decided to do. Even though the Nigerian state have tried to stop that by unleashing mayhem, by killing our people, by going to their homes to disturb people who are innocently, voluntarily sitting at home. Nothing will stop the Monday sit at home. We must continue Monday sit at home until our leader Nnamdi Kanu is released, until we are talking with our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and until Biafra is fully restored. That is the people's mandate. Nobody can change that. I also want to use this opportunity to talk about the letter. Some people, I want us to know, Biafrans, that there are people that are being used to scuttle the independent state of Biafra. You all remember during Uwazulike's time, they come in different format. During Nnamdi Kanu's time, they came in different format. During Simon Ekpa's time, they are here now in a different format. Biafrans, use your tongue and count your teeth. The Southeast governors, South governors, we continue to use these individuals to make it look as if there is a parallel government. There is no parallel government. There's only one United States of Biafra.
Exactly.
This thing you see they are doing, that is what Tinubu and Bianca Njoku has paid them to do. When you support them, you are supporting the destruction of the mandate. And what is the mandate? I want to explain what the mandate is. Those of you that have listened to the voice recording that was sent, where the Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, have said that we, I know he called me, but it is all of us, we must protect the mandate. That voice recording is pinned on my Twitter space. Go and listen, my Twitter page. Go and listen to that. Protect the mandate. Keep it separate from all the crazy shit they do. Protect the restoration of the United States of Biafra. That is the message from our Prime Minister Obatobie Simon Ekpa.
Mandate.
Whatever they are doing, whether they are doing IPOB, whether they are doing Briggy, whether they are doing whatever, the Prime Minister have told us, protect the mandate. And what is the mandate? When I ask this individual the question, what is mandate? What is mandate? I ask, there are two questions. Is it the New Dimension mandate? Is it the United States of Biafra Declaration?
United States
and
of
this
Biafra
individual
Declaration.
told me, both. Both. Go and listen to that voicemail. She said, both. That was the message from our Prime Minister. Both. What does both mean? Both means the New Dimension mandate and the United States of Biafra.
May Njoku continue to guide our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. May Njoku continue to guide our Liberation Army. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne